So there's finally one person in all of Quebec who has an X gender marker on their driver's license. Yes, just one single person. Arwen Jordan Regenbald received their driver's license last week, which makes the 23-year-old the first and only person to have a X gender marker on their driver's license in the entire province. Keep in mind that every other province in Canada currently issues X gender markers for licenses and other documents like birth certificates. And since 2022, trans and non-binary people in Quebec have been able to have an X gender marker rather than an M or an F on marriage and birth certificates, but not health cards and not driver's licenses. So how did Regenbald score one? They literally had to take legal action against Quebec's automobile insurance board, the Société de l'Assurance Automobile de Québec. And the two parties reached an out-of-court agreement this month, which included Regenbald getting a X gender marker. Despite all this, the SAAQ can't issue X gender markers to everyone else who wants them because it says it lacks the provincial authorization and the IT systems needed to add an X gender marker to cards. It is a classic Quebec problem. Something that makes a real difference in trans and non-binary people's lives is getting held up by absurd levels of bureaucracy. Having an accurate gender marker on health cards ensures that non-binary people are identified correctly in situations where we need to show ID, and bureaucratically, having the same gender marker across all pieces of our ID helps to prevent confusion and misgendering. In an interview this week with Radio-Canada, Regenbald echoed this, saying that access to X gender markers is a matter of dignity. And in November, a non-binary person in Quebec named Alex Frédéric Mignot went on a lengthy hunger strike to pressure the Quebec government to introduce gender-neutral markers for health cards. It was the fourth time that Mignot had resorted to a hunger strike to pressure officials, and even that didn't work. But Mignot plans to start a new hunger strike next week. The Quebec government has said that decisions about the widespread availability of X gender markers for licenses won't come until at least 2025, after a committee tasked with examining issues related to gender identity in the province has had a chance to weigh in. So unfortunately, it looks like Regenbald is going to be the only one with an X marker for a while yet.